We return once more to Spirit Hunter Deathmark. Missed a couple uploads. It's not well. Wish Mary was here. She would give me a hint on what was going on last time. Probably should just watch that episode back. No, I remember. We got swept away in that flood. Did we find anything, though? Underground shelter key. Right. Can we go through here now? It's a thick iron door. The keyhole isn't rusted. I could open it if I had the key. Open the door with the underground shelter key. Alright. There's a single out-of-place Buddha statue. Its head has been cut off. It's going to come to life? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Since when does Buddha have 6 arms? Isn't that like Shiva or something? The light bulb's covered in dust. It's obvious no one has touched it in a long time. Why is such an old bulb still working? I was just going to ask that. It's a big iron box. There's a thin layer of dust on it, but it looks fairly intact. What are these doing here? The box is packed with carelessly tossed Buddha statue heads. And some human heads, it looks like. A real, actual head can clearly be seen among them. There's 2, actually, I think, right? Right here. 1 here. This one here looks almost like a head. It's dry and mummified, but going by the long hair, it's probably female. Most likely one of the experiment's victims. Oh, so this is what it was. Let's take it and bring it to its owner. I thought you'd say that. Oh, just kidding. Ha 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 ha. I feel Huru's gaze on me. New info is added to the spirit file. The box in warehouse number 1. I can only carry 1 head. I need to choose which one to take. I'm not going to take any heads yet, because I don't know which one we want. I haven't seen any heads, Wait a minute, is it supposed to go on that thing? Whoa! Is it supposed to go on the statue right here? I'll try that. Box is packed with carelessly tossed heads. Well, take the merciful one. Oh, cool. Found a worn-out talisman. When I pick up the worn-out talisman, I feel warmth flow through me. Got soul power. The worn-out talisman crumbles. Seems like I can't put a head on this thing. Alright. Well, I'll keep this head with me. Probably should have taken the woman's head. I wish I could see a bigger version of the map. Looks like it's been a number of years since this person died. The dried skin gives the appearance of a mummy. The cut by the neck is jagged. It must have been cut with some kind of tool. The head I picked up earlier might fit on this corpse's neck. Should I try attaching the head? Sure, let's put on a statue head on this woman's body. It doesn't fit very well, yeah. Okay, that must be the one we needed then. Go get that lady's head. Or, no, before we go back, I'm going to fully explore this place again. Open the door with the underground shelter key. Let's see what's through here. Oh no, it's even bigger. I can hear a victory chant coming from the other side of the intersection. Well, I shrug and keep moving forward. I take one step forward and an electric current runs through my body and my muscles seize up. You lay about, what are you doing there? If you have time to be loafing around, do you? Recite this base's slogan at once. Cheer for the final battle in the homeland. Oh. Don't know what the answer here is. Yeah. 100 million honorable deaths. Once more, declare our resolve to strike back with air raids. We won't lose even to our country's reduced ashes. Show your determination. Yeah. The land of the gods is indestructible. I'm just guessing. Our army has fought bravely from the the southern tropics to the northern Arctic, but the tide still hasn't turned in our favor. What do you think? Can we win this crusade? Yes. I just have to be as patriotic as possible here, I guess. You're pretty promising for a new recruit. Keep a good eye on the squad. Farewell. Wonder if there was a clue for that, or if it was just you're supposed to kind of intuit that you're supposed to be as dumbly patriotic as possible. Here we go. Human bones. It looks like the person was crushed to death. Something's written on the wall in blood. It says, I Zen, perhaps. It's a thick iron door. The keyhole isn't rusted. I could open it if I had the key. Weird. I wonder if it was possible to come through here before? If we'd done things in a different order? It's the operating room in the southern section. But on this table is... It's a corpse with a severed head. No surprise. A headless corpse is lying there. I bet this is the one that the human head was actually for. So now I'm gonna have to figure out how to get back to that place. Ugh. A headless corpse. Going by what remains of its clothing, it was likely a woman. Okay. A headless corpse is lying on the table over. Head I picked up earlier might fit on this corpse's neck. I don't think so. The door is locked. Well-built metal cabinet with everything inside should be intact. I can't open it. Or can I use a tool on it? Smash it with this head. I pry it open. Okay. Let's see. I don't see anything to open that with. I'll have to come back here. Hopefully I can remember. It's missing not only its head, but also all of its limbs. What kind of torture was this? Wish I could read that. Probably not clear enough for Google Translate to pick up. I hope this place isn't too big, because they'll have to make a paper map or something. The bleached corpse is withered in places. Something is in its bony hand. I managed to pry it out. The little corpse looks like it might crumble at any second. Found a worn-out talisman. It's a thick iron door. The keyhole isn't rusted. Go through. Oh boy, this place is huge. Wonder if this pops up at the other. Yeah. So if we keep going forward here, I think we'll find the other exit from the Mizu case. That's kind of neat that it joins back up. Attention to detail. If I climb the ladder, I can get above ground. Sure. Climbing out of the manhole, we see that we're on K Miyamachi North Road. We managed to find a way out. It wouldn't hurt to go back to the mansion for now. It'll be a pain to get back to M No South Alley for the car, but... Can we get a drink? Nope. I mean, there's no reason to leave now. We haven't got anything new. Wonder what's going on with that hair hanging down. Is it gonna be part of some puzzle later? Okay, so I'm looking downward, so I need to go left if I want to go right on the map. But have I been to the right yet? I think I have. Yeah, I have. This looks promising. The door is stained with blood. Upon closer look, it's countless handprints. But the keyhole is perfectly fine. I could open the door if I had the key. Which we do. Open it. But when I turn the knob to go in, the door doesn't open. What's wrong? The door won't open. I'm sure I unlocked it, though. I turned the key again just to double check. But I was right. It's unlocked. What's going on? I tried turning the knob slowly, but it stops moving halfway. It's almost as if someone on the opposite side is pushing against it to keep it closed. It seems the dead are rejecting us. Read all the records. Speak to that woman. Okay. All the records. And that woman? Are the records referring to the research records? I try to prompt my own self into answering, but there's no reply. No choice left. I turn to Hiru. Let's keep looking. We can come back here later. There could be something we still need to do. All right. Okay, here we go. Grab the woman's head. Return the merciful Buddha. That Buddha in there looks like it's like a evil one or something. It's gonna probably come after us. That's probably like the boss encounter for this area. I try attaching the human head. The human head fits the severed neck perfectly. The world suddenly distorts. Jeez. A horrific scene appears before my eyes. This is the woman on the operating table. Some kind of experiment is being performed on her. I must be seeing the past. The sound triggers a change in views. Lovely. Men in lab coats holding surgical tools, but they don't look like they're alive. The ghosts of the researchers seem to be stuck forever in a nightmare of the past. I can hear the men whisper from my left side.
Hey, she's awake. Don't worry, she'll be dead soon anyway. True enough.
Then something else interrupts. You. This time it's a cold whisper from my right. You can hear me, can't you? Don't be afraid. Soon. The voice on my right cuts off and I can hear the men in lab coats again.
Hey woman, which of these tools you want us to use to cut your neck? This is it for you, so we'll let you decide.
Chisel seems unduly painful. Scalpel will take a long, long time. Let's use a saber. Make a clean cut.
So you're just lowly trash after all. Sever and get it over with.
Oh. Alright. That's weird. It looked like it was a clean cut, right? Or it didn't mention anything about there being chisel marks. So I figured maybe this one was killed differently.
Ho ho ho, good answer, you're pretty smart. Unfortunately, you'll soon be saying goodbye to that clever head of yours. It's valuable material. We'll cut it off nicely.
Isn't it more like we're going to say goodbye to our body? They even said earlier that the soul is in the head. Continuity errors.
Shut up, you're just like a pig. This is why I hate handling women. Be patient. We finally found a clue.
Not yet. Wait. Now, give you power. The whisper from my right falls silent.
Yeah, I never dreamed breaking from our usual method would so go so well. Hey pig, do you understand? You know the correct combination of head and body for the heavenly Buddha?
Buddha is usually depicted as male, right? And cutting off a head here.
Precisely. That's why we need your head. Gladly offer it up for the sake of our beloved country.
It's a funny sounding chisel.
The problem is the soul freshness. Regardless of refrigeration, it's all up to the quality of the cut. Though there's only so many available methods, this is all the equipment we have. Then to the freezer.
The voices on the left cut out. A determined voice echoes in my right ear. Hate, 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 hate this whole world. Tear it to pieces. The power to do that. I'll give it all to you in the place where you hear me now. Hate them. Destroy them. Understand? Absolutely absolutely. Good. Destroy them. When I return to my senses, I'm standing beside the operating table. Just then, something slides out of the hand of the corpse on the table. It's a key. Yes, got a small key. Wow, what I just saw. No, more importantly, the voice that kept speaking from my right side. Who was that?
You don't look so good. Did you see something weird again?
Yeah, actually. I explained to Hiru what I just saw. A horrible tragedy happened here in the past. It's possible that whatever triggered it might have been whoever that voice belonged to. Did I read that right? Possible that whatever triggered it might have been whatever that voice belonged to.
Who cares about that? Erasing the mark is more important right now.
Well, I'm not sure about that part, but Hiru's right. This isn't helping us accomplish our goal. We need to search for whatever gave birth to the spirit. Let's keep looking. That small key I just found might belong to the cabinet here. I turn my attention to the mark on my wrist. It isn't coming yet. I glance over at Hiru, but she doesn't seem to be acting differently at all. Death should be slowly closing in on us, but it seems we still have some time. What's important right now is making sure we survive.
New info is added to the spirit file. Mysterious human experiments. Other.
Oh, I should have been reviewing the spirit file. That'd probably give us some context for this, because it's been a couple weeks, maybe 3 weeks since I played last. Forgotten some things, probably. I open the door using the small key. Inside is an old gun and some research records.
Suddenly berserk, severe damage, sutra chanting, complete insanity. Only those who made themselves deaf managed to remain sane. Half spiritualized, like disposal vat, needs sacred object, attack. Destroy human head, the heart of all this. Need to destroy human head.
That's all it says. Got gun with blanks and research records number 3. Gosh, I wonder what more there is to do here. There's just that one locked door. So why isn't death closing in? Usually we'd be at like second or third stage by now. Oh, okay. So we need to use the gun with blanks to deafen ourselves so we can't hear the sutras or whatever. And then destroy the head. Right, okay. I'm still really confused by why we have these stats. That's so weird. It's straight ahead. Where that locked door was, yeah. Door still won't open. Put my hand on the knob again and turn it. When I do, it turns smoothly with no resistance. Maybe we are the final spirit. Oh. Inside the room. Are a number of Buddha statues. They're all missing their heads. It seems this is where they stored all the various statues they gathered through theft or donations.
It feels like something's here. Maybe this is where the heart of the curse or the source of the spirit is.
I brace myself for input from the other me. But it doesn't seem like that's happening. Does that mean I should already know? It's a statue that looks like a divine general. It has armor from the Tang dynasty. It's a statue with its head cut off. Looks like it held a weapon in its left hand. It's a statue that looks like Vidraja or something. It's missing one of its arms as well as its head. It's a Vaisravana statue. It's missing its head. Vaisravana? Vairavana? It's a statue with its head cut off. It seems to be holding some kind of Buddhist ritual implement. Or it seems like it was, anyway. It's a statue that seems to be a divine general. Its head has been severed. Isn't Buddha supposed to be like just this fat ass? Why are these guys all buff? Generals and stuff. It's not really Buddha statues, is it? Maybe it's like Buddhist statue? It's a statue with its head cut off. It's lying pitifully on the floor. I search all the statues. Every statue here has a male body. Suddenly, there's a sound of movement from within the box. Well, let's open it right up. Let's go with a thin layer of dust. Seems to be in decent enough shape. I managed to open the box. Sheets of white paper are inside. They seem to be a multitude of talismans. Was something sealed here? Hiru peers into the box beside me. So? Was something in there? Well, my voice sounds distant. The cause of the curse, what birthed the spirit. There's nothing like that here. No, there's nothing here. What? What do you mean? Then what's in that? What's that in your hand? Hiru is right. It's not true that there's nothing inside. There is one thing. I never would have expected something like this. Something that doesn't belong here. What could it be? What could it be? What hints have there been? It's going to be a 7/8 scale anime doll. Nope. A box sealed by talismans as enshrined. Western style cushion. Hiru sighs, disappointed. This music, I believe, is what played at the beginning of the game. When we were deciding whether we would stand and fight or go quietly into the night. Guess we're out of luck. No way this thing gave birth to a spirit. It gave birth to one Mary, I would believe. True. But the state of this room and the voices. Something important was definitely sealed up in this place at one point. Yet there's nothing here. New info is added to the spirit file. The Buddha statues in warehouse number 2, other. The plot thickens. The thing we're searching for. Where the hell did it go? A long silence falls between us. It is then that a now familiar pain flares up. Flares? Wrong spelling. Flare, that's like when you know, it's that dumb shit you wear. Flare should be spelled F-L-A-R-E. There it is. The mark burns scarlet. It immediately is dyed a deep crimson. Dawn. Death is only a few minutes away. Sunrise. Oh boy. Gah! What's going on? Is death closing in on us all of a sudden? No, it's... The spirit is here. Is it Mary? Ah! Whoa. Yeah, let's run from that. Solid thinking. A low sutra chant hum trembles the air. It feels like my whole body is numb. It may be because of that hum. Well then, we will use our gun with blanks. And, only 5 items. Let's check this out. Palm pistol. So it has only 1 bullet and it's unreliable, and also physical weapons have never worked against spirits. Dumbass short range sword. And we can ring this bell. It has 3 sets of small bells. 7, 5, and 3. Meant to be used by shrine maidens. Rusted army sword. Oops. Abandoned in a room that fills with water. Okay. Well. I know for sure that like physical weapons never work. So she can shake the bell. Oh. Alright. Tenma shoots the gun with blanks. I grab the gun, but I can't control my hand. It turns the gun toward my head and fires. The blank explodes. My consciousness fades. There's a strong ringing in my ears that is preventing me from hearing the sutra chant. Hiru is clutching her head like she can't hear anything either. The numbness has faded. Hiru shakes the Kagura Suzu bell. Nothing happens. Kannon soldier yells, making my heart clench. Hiru was injured. Tenma was injured. Well, probably gotta shoot again. Shoot it with the pistol. Yeah, why not? This is just an exploratory run. We're going to die here, probably. Tenma shoots the gun with blanks. It wasn't effective. Hiru shoots the palm pistol. Kannon soldier is wounded. The spirit fades and becomes intangible. Kannon soldier yells, making my heart clench. Tenma was injured. Hiru was injured. I will shoot the gun with blanks again, and yeah. Well, no. The sword won't work right now because it's intangible. So yeah. Shake the bell again. Oh. Shaking the bell worked this time. The spirit turns solid again. Good. I was thinking that it would have to be closer, because when we used it on the door, we had to like just lightly touch it on it to make it tangible again. So I figured at this distance it wouldn't work. Kannon soldier yells, making my heart clench. Hiru was injured. Tenma was injured. I'm assuming we have to keep firing to make ourselves deaf. I'm gonna do that. No need to shake the bell because it's already tangible. Let's try slashing it with this army sword. Tenma shoots the gun with blanks. It wasn't effective. Hiru slashes with the rusted army sword. Kannon soldier is wounded. The spirit fades and becomes intangible. Kannon soldier stabs its weapons. Tenma collapses. My vision darkens. I can see the spirit slowly drawing closer. So we did something wrong at that last step. I'm going to try only shooting the gun once this time and see if that gets us killed. Maybe we... Like a gun, when you shoot it like that, it leaves your ears ringing for a while. It might not be necessary to keep shooting it. Shoot the gun, and you can shake the bell, absolutely. Maybe we need to do progressive damage to it repeatedly here. Every time we damage it, it goes intangible, right? So maybe we've already screwed ourselves because we were supposed to shoot it in that first round. No, I don't think that's the case, because in the first round, it didn't seem like Hero was able to do anything regardless, I think. I'm gonna try shooting the gun, or wait, you know what? Shooting this pistol? I understand it now. I need to shoot first, I think. That will deafen us and... Oh, no. We can't shoot first because if we try shooting it in the beginning, we'll probably shoot ourselves in the face, right? Okay. So we gotta deafen ourselves, then shoot it. It's gonna be a cycle here of wanting to... damage it and then ring the bell to make it tangible again. So I'm going to try shooting it and then shaking the bell. Tenma shoots the palm pistol. Kannon soldier's wounded. The spirit fades and becomes intangible. Hiru shakes the Kagura Suzu bell. Kannon soldier's wounded. The spirit turns solid again. Tenma's injured. Hiru's injured. We'll try the short-range sword and then the bell again. The spirit fades and becomes intangible. Hiru shakes the Kagura Suzu bell. Kannon soldier's wounded. The spirit turns solid again. Man, that's really messed up. Yuck. Alright, we're going to attack it with the army sword. And then use the bell again. The spirit fades and becomes intangible. The spirit stops. I guess the attack finally worked. Out of nowhere, footsteps approach behind me.
Oh!
A voice yells comically, and whoever it is puts their hand on my back. But I can't take my eyes off the spirit before me. Banshee, is that you? What are you doing? Instead of replying, he shoves something into my hand. It's a large chisel with the grip stained in blood. This is...
I found it in that room in the mansion.
Oh. In that instant, I understand everything. The heart of the curse that we were searching for. The object that gave birth to the spirit. So it was kept in Kujo Mansion. Thanks. I'm going to use it. I grab the chisel and face the spirit. Okay. Should we use it? It's gonna kill us in the next turn, right? So we have to do something. But it seems like we would have to stun it first, probably. We would shake the bell. No, shaking the bell won't do anything if it's already tangible. Maybe it is kind of stunned right now. Yeah, I'll slash it and I'll carve it, you slash it. Tenma swings the chisel down on the shoulder. Oh. Huh. Oh boy. And I can't look in my menu right now. I don't remember any mention of eyes or ears. It was covering its eyes with its hand, right? With its mini hands there. If we want to destroy the soul, that was in the head, right? So maybe right between the eyes. I drive the chisel deep between its eyes. The cannon soldier convulses as it meets. The cannon soldier convulses as it meets its ghastly end. So I've destroyed it, which is going to be a bad end. But that's okay. I'll come back to this. Can I? Oh boy. I'm going to have to play this again for a bit, aren't I? I should have saved. Oh well. It starts to crumble, its glare enough to scorch the entire world. The statue stops moving and collapses. It stopped, right?
Seems so. I don't got the mark anymore, so there's no doubt about it.
Of course, we still have ours. I think now, I'm starting to think, maybe Mary cursed us, and she isn't really dead. Once again, I'm the only one still cursed.
Glad I made it in the nick of time. If my legs weren't in such good shape, it would have been over for us.
Thanks for saving us, but you know that was pretty reckless. I thought I said it's dangerous for a group of mark bearers to go somewhere haunted.
Oh yeah, you did mention something about that when I was eating. Completely slipped my mind.
Tell us, old man. What happened at the mansion?
I'm not quite sure myself, but I'll tell you what I know. After you left, I wandered the place looking for something to eat. My mark hurt like hell right by a room. I slipped inside and found a bunch of chisels and things.
You must mean that room I found.
I was kind of out of it because of the mark at that point, but I noticed one of the chisels was glowing all weird with a dark light. I knew right away it was hiding some awesome spiritual power.
But what made you decide that you had to bring that chisel here? You seemed sure it'd be effective against the cannon soldier.
I heard a voice when I picked it up. It reminded me of a lady, sorta. It said, "To bring the chisel to you." That's when it hit me. It was what I'd been looking for.
Oh, and that thing you mentioned in the car. The heart of the curse that created the spirit.
Exactly that. So I hoofed it over to you to give it to you.
When I looked through that room before, Yasuoka said that the Kujo family used to create Buddha statues a long time ago. It's possible that chisel was used to create the statue that became the cannon soldier. I don't know what that voice was that he heard. Probably something like the mysterious voice that's guided me before. You know, I haven't heard it in a while.
And that's what happened. So, we heading back to the mansion then, Tenma? For one, I'm hungry, but I bet Diamond's worried too. I left without saying a word after all.
Yeah. Searching for documents on the mark. Carting all the statues out. It'll take more than a day to do all that. We should go back to the mansion and figure out what to do next.
What? We're leaving already? I wanted to examine this place.
I glance at the statue fallen to the floor. Sorry, but you'll have to do that another time. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my back and then you'll get killed because you're with me.
No!
Out of nowhere, she shrieks hysterically, glaring at us with a strange look in her eyes.
What's a fussy, Roo? You eat something weird?
My mark suddenly scorches me. My flashlight blinks out. I hear voices echoing. The passage reverberates with sinister chanting, like groans from hell. This chanting.
It's the cannon soldier. It's calling to you. Cannon soldier, great Azura, it's mine. No one can have it.
She stumbles her way over to the fallen cannon soldier. Hey, hero!
Hold on, that's dangerous. It's still...
She lowers herself next to the statue. She cradles its head lovingly in her arms.
Oh, great Asura! Asura, 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 Asura.
Like a reply to Hiru's whispers, a voice echoes, one I shouldn't be able to hear. The cannon soldier stands up, raises a long arm, and kills Hiro. And it decapitates. Fresh blood sprays everywhere as her head rolls along the floor. The cannon soldier grabs Hiru's head and body, still dripping blood. And vanishes into the darkness. Banshee and I are frozen in fear. All we can do is stare. The moment we come back to ourselves, we bolt out of the shelter like we're being chased. We climb up out of the manhole in Emno South Alley. Diamond runs up to us, drenched in sweat. He looks even worse than usual. He probably shouldn't have run. I found you. Hey, old man. Why did you suddenly sprint out of the mansion? My mark's gone now, too. What in the world happened?
I had something to give Tenma. I made it in time, but then Hiro...
What happened to her?
The cannon soldier got her. We managed to destroy its head, but we didn't snuff out all its power. It used the last of its strength and...
I see. A doctor sees many deaths, but when it's a young person, it's too much. I feel so powerless.
Well then, no use standing around feeling sorry about Hiro. Let's get something to eat.
It may be cruel, but it's in the past now. Focus on dealing with your mark. Right. They're better at handling death than I am. Probably comes from their experience. It's looking up that I can get rid of it. I finally discovered where the statues stolen from H Shrine are. It might all work out in the end.
I'm lost, but I'm glad for you.
It's thanks to all of you. I'll figure out the rest by myself. You should all return to your regular lives. You're saying we should separate? Will you really be all right? I'm sure I'll manage. Besides, this is Saikujo's dying wish. I want to respect it. I see. Then I'll do as you ask. Honestly, all this has put a strain on me. I'm barely staying upright. Whatever you do, don't collapse on your way back home. Please. Hey, Tenma. One day, I'm hoping to let the public know about the underground shelter. For the sake of the wandering souls without a proper burial. I'd like it if you helped with it. See you around.
Guess I'll go too.
You're not returning to the shelter, are you?
I may have balls, but I'm not about to get myself killed. The soldier might start up again. I'll give it a few days, then decide.
So, you're still planning on going back? Sounds like a death wish to me.
Comes with living this kind of life. Plus, I'd like to give Hiro a proper burial. I'll bunker down in a park or under a bridge until things calm down. See you, Tenma. Bring more food next time, yeah?
The former mark bearers have all left. I should probably head back to the mansion myself. I've got to decide what to do next. The hell was that? I hear a voice calling from behind me. I turn to see Banshee in the middle of the road, staring intently at me. What's wrong?
We remember now.
His eyes are as wide as saucers. I think this guy must have been involved with the secret project.
I forgot because of the mark, but I've met you before.
What? What do you mean?
Let me think.
He scratches his chin. I know his memories are probably all a mess, having just gotten them back, but I don't have time to wait for him.
Oh, yes. We first met 5 years ago, and then again 10 days ago.
I feel like I've been struck by lightning. I first arrived at Cujo Mansion 10 days ago. That means I met him before I lost my memories. I need to know, who in the world am I?
I couldn't say. I wasn't interested in asking your name, and you didn't give it.
Then tell me what you do know. I need to know about myself, please.
Okay. I owe you for the food, so ask.
What should I ask about? Tell me about 5 years ago. No, yeah, 5 years ago? Is that what I said? 5 years ago.
You showed up at the shelter? Want to know about the Heavenly Buddha project. Give me food. Huh. Actually, you were more focused on the Cujo family than the Kannon soldier.
Why did we talk about them?
The head at the time was majorly involved in the project. He was famous for his spiritual power, so the army asked him to help. He loaned them a number of his family's prized sacred treasures. You really zeroed in on that bit.
Do you know what exactly the army got?
Yeah, the shelter had a list. A mirror, a chisel, Buddha statues, cursed objects, and holy talismans. They were all returned to the family.
Which means that they're in the mansion now.
You kept popping up a few times until one day you just didn't. I only saw you next 10 years ago.
Tell me about 10 days ago.
I'd just seen the Kannon soldier, and you can bet I booked it out of the manhole. I ran into you on the street. Had you treat me to food to celebrate. Thanks for that, by the way.
Banshee is talking about the person I was before I lost my memories. It's weird to hear about myself this way.
You had mentioned that you've been overseas. You only came back recently, about a month ago. Oh, and that's when I learned of the mark. You told me about it. It had slipped my mind until just now.
By that time, was my right arm...
Yeah, it had the mark. You were acting all odd, though. You'd go to remember something, then stumble over the words.
The curse was probably in the late stages. In fact, I'd completely forgotten my name and past a few hours after that.
By the by, I'd got something to tell you. This here Banshee Ito is of much nobler character than regular folk. That's why I lead a detached life, away from the world's vulgarities.
What are you trying to say?
I could be crazy desperate, but I'd never shame my dear departed mom or divine providence. You understand?
No, you lost me.
I'm saying I'd never resort to stealing, even dying of hunger. Here, these are yours.
He pulls out a wristwatch and a wallet. Each looks like an antique. They're inlaid with subtle designs.
You forgot them at the restaurant. Oh, we are the Cujo family guy that went missing. Aha, that's what happened.
Let me see them. I grab them both and rush to open the wallet. But there's no ID inside. There was no driver's license or company card with an ID in it when you got it?
Don't ask me. You said you forgot your old wallet somewhere and lost it. It was probably in there.
Oh. I look at what else is in the wallet. Bills, coins, and a number of familiar business cards. Cujo, Spirit Hunter.
Oh, those things. You tried to give me one. Told me to go there if I remembered anything, but I gave it back. I don't make a habit of carrying useless stuff.
Saya Cujo's card was in my pocket when I first arrived at Cujo Mansion. It must have been the one Banshee returned. There's no doubt about it. I lost all my memories after I met Banshee. I've asked everything I want to know, but something's still bugging me. Did I say anything about the mark when you saw me 10 days ago?
Well, I was so focused on eating that I wasn't paying full attention.
Are you kidding?
Oh yeah, you said the same thing as Hero about the Kannon soldier. There's no way a human head on a statue will make it move.
But it did actually move.
That's what I thought too. And then you said something strange. You said what happened 50 years ago wasn't because of the project. It was all because of her.
Her?
That's not all. You said she gave you the mark.
It's totally Mary. That's a bummer. It's always the dolls.
That she loved watching you lose your memories and fear death. You made her kick the bucket once, but she came back to life. You said you needed to do the same thing done 50 years ago to get rid of her.
My heart wants to beat out of my chest. I can feel sweat run down my face. There's no way I can keep calm. Before I lost my memories, I'd known who had cursed me with the mark. Hey, old man, who's she? Did I tell you?
I wanted to know too, so I asked, but you couldn't answer me. I don't think you were trying to hide it. You just honestly couldn't remember.
Was that because of the mark?
Well, that's about all I can tell you. Tenma, we should get going soon.
Go? Where?
I'll tell you in your car. I'm real tired of standing. I'd like to sit for a bit.
There's no point arguing here. I'll just get it out of him once we're in the car.
New info was added to the spirit file. My past self. Don't see a clue here about what we should attack. We'll go through all this stuff again. Don't see any clues here about how we should be attacking it aside from just saying just destroy the head. Which we were already going to do. I'm surprised we can't attack the neck. And it was just one eye, the other eye, between the eyes, the left ear and the right ear. So, well, maybe I need to look at all the statues first. Statue. 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 Whoa. Statue. 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 Okay. Right. We have to check the statues and then this happened.
I managed to open the box. Sheets of white paper are inside, just like before.
Mary's been toying with me this whole time. Alright then, I will try doing the attacking and... oh no, wait. It's intangible right now, so we'll have to ring the bell and then she attacks. Yep. It was supposed to be a woman shaking the bell, so now we're screwed.
Mary didn't want anyone to stick around because she didn't want people helping us. She liked to see us suffer alone. That's dirty. No, I don't accept it yet. Mary is wrongfully accused. The eyes that we're seeing aren't its real eyes, right? So I don't think there'd be a point in attacking the eyes. Try between the eyes. We're gonna just have to do this one at a time, I think. I don't know what the clues would be. I thrust the chisel into its right eye. Wait a minute. It cries in anguish, but nothing else seems to happen. Alright. Right eye is the wrong answer. The weakened Kannon soldier suddenly bellows out curses. Blood sprays violently from the holes in its head. My vision darkens. I can see the spirits a little bit closer. Oh, I got it. I don't know what to say here. Left eye. And again, nothing happened. And we die. Right ear. I jabbed the chisel at its right ear. It stares at me dispassionately. Huh? Finally, it smiles and disappears. I wonder if there's another, like, Japanese, like, weirdo thing that you'd only know if you're Japanese. The statue stops moving and collapses. It stopped, right?
Seems so. I don't got the mark anymore, so there's no doubt about it.
Wait a minute. Who told him to bring us the chisel, if not Mary? Like, I think Mary, like, her body's destroyed, right? But maybe she's still, like, around as a spirit, so... Maybe... Maybe Saya told him. What? We're leaving already? I wanted to examine this place. I glance at the statue fallen to the floor. Sorry, but you'll have to do that another time. No. Fine. In exchange, not one word about this shelter to anyone else. I'm going to study every inch of it. Yeah, okay.
Hey, no, this is my home. Can't have you rooting around here.
That's just you saying that. You don't legally live here. I'll bring you food, so stop complaining.
Much obliged.
We return to the concrete passageway. I might be imagining it, but it feels like the air in here is a little less stagnant than it was before. We climb up out of the manhole in Emno South Alley. Simon runs up to us.
Isn't that right, Hiru?
I guess. I'd rather not think of the consequences if you hadn't made it in time. I'm not sure I follow, but it seems he really helped you out. Well then, if I must do my investigation another day, are we splitting ways here? Our marks are gone now. Tenma still has his, though. This always happens. I'm used to it. But now I might be able to change that. I finally discovered where the statues stolen from H Shrine are.
I'm lost, but I'm glad for you.
It's thanks to all of you. I'll figure out the rest by myself. You should all return to your regular lives. You're saying we should split up then? You sure you'll be okay? Something will work out eventually. Besides, this is Sayakujo's dying wish. I want to respect it.
Huh. Well, thanks. I'll head back then. I've been missing all those chemical smells from the lab.
Good to hear your research is exciting. But don't forsake your humanity over it and end up like Ms. Zhu.
Like I'd do that? That's not even funny, by the way. Oh yeah, Mr. Tenma. Whenever you want to go get those statues, I'll help out. Until then, see ya.
I'll be off as well. Honestly, all this has put a strain on me. I'm barely staying upright. There's no point arguing here. I'll just get it out of him once we're in the car. New info is added to the spirit file, my past health.
Okay, this should bring us up to date.